It's time to live life through the eyes of fit people so that you too can live a fit life yourself. This is Fit Because. I'm one of your hosts, Jennifer Zerling, but you can call me Jay-Z. I'm a fitness and age management expert, author, speaker, as well as an international health advocate.
And I'm your other host, George Veater. I'm an entrepreneur, cattle rancher, fitness enthusiast, and a 6-time rodeo champion who has a huge amount of knowledge to share with you in the area of self-improvement.
Oh, he does. Get ready to learn how to bridge the gap between knowing what to do and doing what it takes to become physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and financially fit.
You ready, Jay-Z?
Oh, I'm ready, George.
Let's dive in.
Welcome back to the Fit Because podcast. I'm Jay-Z, one of your co-hosts, and to my right, I got the amazing Jorge, George Veater. We are so excited about this episode. It is going to be one epic episode because we have a guest, and her name is Jess Hilarious, Jessica Hilarious. Is that what you want to call Jess?
Jess Hilarious.
Jessica.
Yeah.
And she is hilarious, and we can't wait to talk to her about how she got on the other side of fame. I would think you're still famous, if you ask me. Am I correct?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Yep. I like that.
So she's an actress, she's a comedian, she came from the East Coast to the West Coast, which I did as well, but she's not going to stay on the West Coast because she likes these. We'll talk about all of that. Yeah. But also strategies on how to be an awesome parent, how to be funnier, because if you're a parent and you're dry, that's probably why your kid don't like you. So let's talk about that and learn more from Jess Hilarious and Mr. Veater and myself as we dive into episode number 27. So let's start off. How in the world did you get so huge on social media, Jess?
I really feel like it came when I started roasting people. I roasted Wendy Williams. She posted this picture when she was like 12, and she looked like a linebacker. She looked like a football player, and I just went in on the picture, and that's when celebrities started paying attention to me. And then Nick Cannon had contacted me. I was like, "Yo, I love the way you roast. Do you want to be on Wild 'N Out?" And it just after roasting, it just went crazy. I roasted Meek Mill, Kelly Rowland, a bunch of people, and I'm pretty sure they hate me. But it's okay. I don't care.
So you got to roast people to get more followers. Okay. No. Noted. I'm just kidding.
And I don't encourage it, but because it's it's very close to bullying, but it's all in fun. I still love all these people. Mm-hmm. If that helps.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting you bring that up because I think that we're so into anti-bullying, but it's like everyone's so scared to just be organic because it's like, oh, wait, I'm a bully now. Oh, that's not good. I don't want to be just
exactly.
Right. And you probably can't be completely healthy unless you can laugh at yourself anyway.
Exactly. And that's what I do. I roast myself. I roast my grandmother, everybody.
Were you the person known as the comedian in high school growing up? Has that always been your personality?
Yeah, that's always been my personality. And that's why I'm surprised. I never really said, okay, I'm going to be a comedian. It just happened. But I've always been socially humorous, at cookouts and family reunions and in class, everywhere. At every job I had. I even got fired for being funny. So it's just, that's just always been me.
Yeah, how fun.
So you, before we started taping, you were mentioning how you went to an all-white high school. Yes. So tell me about that, because honestly, my friends who are Black are the funniest people I know.
Thank you.
Seriously, the funny, I could,
might be my cousin.
Steve Harvey is one of my favorites to watch on TV.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's just,
Steve is funny.
So why do you think Black people are funnier than white people, by the way? I never understood that.
Is there a correlation?
Okay.
Right? Yeah. No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Am I right to say this?
Even though I like white people humor, well, you can say it because you're white. I can't go and say that. But
no, because then you're racist.
Yeah, because the world. No, but seriously, the world is so sensitive. It's oh, she's racist because she said Black people are funnier than white people. No, it's I think it's a different type of humor because I look at white people comedy to be dry and witty, but you have to your Jason Bateman, Steve Carell, your other your people like that. You have to catch it, and it's so funny. But then you got your goofy, raw, uncensored funny. I think Black people may be funnier than white people because she said it first. Because I don't know, I'm just not scared of anything. Like, you know what I mean? And not saying y'all are scared of stuff, but
good catch.
I just feel like, you know, like we honestly been through a lot growing up in the hood, because I grew up in the hood. You know, growing up in the hood and like urban communities, we see a lot of stuff that y'all don't get to see, you know, growing up and stuff like that. So we make fun of it. And, you know, it's like crackheads. I have a segment, I go in on crackheads, but crack in the white community is like, it's not big. Like, for instance, all right, let me just use this one. All right. So Lamar Odom.
Yeah.
When it came out, he was using drugs. It was like, oh, he's a crackhead, whatever. We made fun of it. And a lot of people looked down on him. But then, you know, you got Demi Lovato. She OD'd, you know, whatever. She's on drugs. And she's like a victim. It's like, oh my God, we must help her. I'm like, fuck, she a crackhead. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like, everybody thought it was funny when I like kind of like made fun of Lamar Odom, and then like I wouldn't dare make fun of Demi. I feel like I'd get fired from Fox if I made fun of Demi Lovato on drugs. But it's like, it's different. It's like we can make fun of like certain things without it being like hurtful, and then I don't know, y'all look at stuff different. So I think that's why we
too politically
just let
correct.
go. You know, yeah.
Too politically correct.
Yeah, y'all look at things differently. So.
That's very interesting. Do you have anything to add to that, George?
Well, I just think it's the fun part of the diversity of our country and our culture. I mean, that's what's fun. You know, it's different perspective, and that you know, bringing humor into it, in my mind, allows all of our different cultures to be more relatable. Right? Yeah. We can laugh at each other and the way that we see the world. It does connect us.
Yep.
So
it really does.
You're part of that.
Yeah, and thank you. I like to bring light to any situation, like whether it's like, because people are scared to talk about a lot of things. Like people are scared to talk about like Me Too movements, rape, drugs, sex, race, all of that stuff. I make fun of all of that stuff. Gay. Jesus.
Fun of all that stuff.
Yes, LGBT, QRST, whatever. I make fun of all of it. But it's not like it's just that I say the things that people want to say, but they don't want the negative backlash.
Right.
So I'm the punching bag, whatever.
And you're okay with that.
Yeah.
But like George says, that's what binds everybody together is through humor.
Yeah.
So how do we get people to actually succumb to that more? Because people are very serious and very negative, quite honestly.
But you know what? Like 5-6 years ago, it wasn't like that. I feel like as time passes, we get so like iffy about anything. Like we get so antsy about anything. Like, for instance, you know, like I remember growing up in school where there would be this step and it would be like stripped, like or whatever, because I went to like public school, middle school, and it was raggedy. So one step would be like stripped, like all wood. It would be like, that's the gay step. And if you step on it, you're gay. Like, that's funny. Like, if we did that nowadays, it'll be like, oh my God, she's like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to find a cure for all this shit.
Why don't you? You've already cursed 5 times, so just keep cursing. It's
know.
It's all good.
I know. I know.
This is the explicit episode for because.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
Okay. I'm not sorry.
Jess, can you tell us a little bit about, you have a son, Asher, is that right?
Ashton, yep.
Ashton. And how old is he?
6.
Oh, awesome. Can you give us a little idea of what it's like to be a mother in your business and raising your son and keeping him grounded and all that?
Yeah. So my son is like a male version of me. He's very quick on his feet, and it's amazing. When I had my son, I never thought that it would be this fun. Because he wasn't planned. I'm not going to say I didn't want him. Say no, I'm kidding. But no. I just didn't plan. I didn't plan to be a mother. And it happened. And it changed my life on everything. Changed my outlook on everything. Like, when he was born, it was just like, man, this little MFer is me. Like, he's a part of me. So then he grows up. he's 6, but he's going on 17. And he's like, so Jess Hilarious. I'm like, what? Like, I'm mommy. He's like, Jess Hilarious, now that you're working for Fox, can I have your room? He's like, since you're not like gonna be here, can I have your room? Because you got the biggest room in the house, Mom. I'm like, no, you can't. Like every day he says something every day that just makes me like, wow. He's like, how much do you think Nick Cannon will pay me if I go to Wild 'N Out? I'm like, what? You're 6. Or 6. And he's in class and he takes his teacher's phone and FaceTimes me. Like in the hallway. Like I'm on set, get my makeup done. He takes her phone. Well, she doesn't have a code on it, but she doesn't have a password on her phone. But she has my number, like right there. He knows how to, and he has an iPhone. That's my fault.
At 6 years
so
old.
He knows how to, I know technology ruined everybody. So he takes her phone and he goes to the hallway and he FaceTimes me and he says, look, I'm doing good today. I'm not being bad because he has a behavior problem. Right. Obviously, it's my fault. He's like, I'm doing good today, but I'm bored. And before I get in trouble, I just want to call you and say, I'm sorry.
Front loaded. That's awesome.
Because he knows he's about to do something. But my son loves to be challenged. He's like reading on, he's in 1st grade. He's reading on the 2nd grade level and he's doing 3rd grade math. And it's like when he finished all of his work, he has nothing else to do. So he starts to get into stuff. And so they may be skipping him like to me. So I'm thinking that's great because that's what the problem is. We realize what the problem is. He has a behavior problem because he's bored after he completes his work. So I don't know. I go through so many emotions as a mom. I'm proud. I'm pissed off. I'm like impatient. And then I'm like wowed. I'm like, God, you're 6, but you're going on 17. And it's like, it's just a lot of different emotions. So I'm happy. I'm happy.
Has that opened up a whole new sleeve of comedy?
Yeah. What? Yes. Oh my God. I can go an hour on my son on stage. Yes. Seriously. He'll be like, you're not even that funny, Mom. I'm like, okay. Thank you. Don't let me beat your ass for saying that.
So I'm a new mom, 14 weeks now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I actually look at like my daughter and I want her to advance and not grow up too quickly, of course. Yeah. But my question to you is like, was there anything in particular you did in raising this child to be the way he is today? You
know what? No, because I really, both of my parents are married and they've never been separated. They were married before me. And I wanted that type of situation, but it didn't work with me and my son's father. And so I thought it would be different. I just thought it would be different with him living in 2 different households and stuff like that, not really seeing his father like that. But it actually hasn't affected him at all. So I don't even think we did anything out of the ordinary differently to have him the way he is now. It's just, I don't know. This generation is so epic. I don't know. I don't even know.
So you just like acted yourself around him essentially. Okay.
Yeah, I did. And I never did the baby talk. I hate when people talk to their kids like, like, no. I talked to him like regular. Even when he was maybe 6 or 7 months, I'd be like, hey, buddy, what you doing? Like, just regularly.
Like drink your effing formula?
Yeah, but yup.
Okay, gotcha.
I'd be like, what, you shit on the floor. You
did not do that.
You are not a dog. It's like, no. But no, I was myself the whole time. But surprisingly, my son does not curse.
He doesn't. And you curse around him?
Yes,
obviously.
Every day.
Because you can't turn that off.
I can't.
I know.
It's so bad.
I'm working on it.
For emphasis.
Yeah, right. But he'll be like, can you like stop cussing around me? Like yes.
As a 6-year-old.
Yes. He'll be like, stop. He's like, you need to go to church. Like, yes. 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 My son, he does that. He's like, don't cuss around me.
Wow. Yeah. What a light.
Mm-hmm. But I love it though. Yes. I'm like, okay, good. You don't curse. Good. One time he did. He was drinking soup. It was clam chowder. He was like, this is some good ass soup. And he was like, I was like, what you say? He was like, I didn't say anything. And then that was the first and last time I heard him curse. But yeah, he hates it. He hates when I do it.
Just a question for you.
Yeah.
You have such a huge social media following.
Yeah.
How interactive are you with all of your fans and your followers?
I see everybody looks at me like my fans they look at me like I'm their friend. Like it's because I'm so relatable. I stay relatable. So that's how I started doing my videos. I would just do like commentary on like everyday life situations that you go through. Like little things like you know, like how you have a bar of soap in the tub and you keep using it until it gets down to the little chips. I would make fun of stuff like that. Or like how you got like if you have a white friend, they can get you through life easier because everybody they love white people. Everybody loves white people because they're like the people that smooth everything over. So it's always good to keep a white friend. Like stuff like that. Like I would go in on stuff like that. And that's how I built my following from doing that. Just staying relatable, keeping up with like different trends and stuff like that. And not being afraid to say what everybody else is thinking. Yeah. So that's how I stay interactive with that's how I stay so like close with my fan base. Yeah. Thank you.
Did you ever get a push, like have a push in your history of social media to grow your followers? Because I know a lot of people who are acting these days, that's the first thing that producers will ask, like how many followers do you have? And it's been a problem for them because they're very talented artists, but they can't even get an audition because they don't have enough followers.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually, I think that's horrible though. You know what I mean? I really don't. It worked for me, obviously, but I think it's bad. I think it's bad because there are a lot of people with like talent. Like a couple of my mentors are people with no following, but they're so talented. Yeah. Actors, they nice musicians, they're great. And it's like everything is about popularity these days. Like, and it's bad. It's really bad. It works for me, but it's bad for them. Yeah. So I feel sorry.
Is there any advice you have for those people?
No. It's like, no, I'm kidding.
Sorry you're not popular.
I know,
sorry you feel like you're back in high school.
I feel like a mean girl when I say stuff like that. But it's like, I'm so sorry that you're not popular.
Good luck to you.
Yeah. People ask me this all the time. How can I? And I'm just like, be yourself. And they're like, I'm boring. And I'm like, I know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a good advice giver. I'm not. I'm just like, be yourself. Soar high.
Yeah, even if you're boring, soar low.
Right. If you're boring, soar low. Yeah, like I just don't. So I always say the things that I see written on the live, love, laugh. Right. And they're like, what? I'm like, what?
I don't get it.
Right. I just don't know. And people are like, she's stupid. I'm like, yeah, but I have 4 million followers. I don't know. How do I have good advice at all?
Can you give us a little insight into where you see your career going, where you want to go from where you are now?
Acting. I want to do like drama. I want to do horror. Like I want to do horror movies and drama. Like not that I don't want to do comedy, you know, like those movies, but I want to do. I'm very dramatic, like for real, and I can like cry just like this. And I just always wanted to put that to like the test. Like I want to put that in front of a camera. Like I've always wanted to be in movies. So I wanted to do that before I wanted to do stand-up. But stand-up just comes so naturally. So that's why it's easier for me to do that. Yeah. But that's what I want to do. And then I want to have a talk show. I want to have a talk show where I bring people that soar low on my show. And like, you know, like I want to like put people like out there. You know what I mean? Like the people that don't have the advantage of having these followers, and because there are funny people out there that no one knows because they don't have followers. You know what I'm saying? Like that's even in like the dating world. Like I have a friend who didn't want to date this guy because he had 645 followers. Oh God! I was like, you are dumb because you only got 6,000. So ill. You know what I'm saying?
I better work on my account. Because that's like, I think I'm like only 7,000.
Yeah. So. But he was a chef. He didn't have any kids. Yeah. He was cool. I'm like, you don't want to date him because he doesn't have. She's like, yeah, but he's been a chef for like 7 years and he still ain't got this. I'm like, what? So I just like the following thing is just so, it's overrated. Like the social media thing is overrated for real. Yeah.
Because I know people with a lot of followers and they have like no money in their bank account.
Exactly.
So,
that part. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
But I'm like, and that's what I'm saying with my friend. The chef, he has so much money. He has more money than you. Right. And you are an Instagram model, dummy. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
So it's like, that is crazy. It's crazy. It's so overrated.
You know, there's a lot of depression because of social media and anxiety and stuff. So, like, how do you handle your posts? Because obviously, you probably look at everything as like a joke.
Yeah,
which makes your life easier.
Yes.
But do you have like any particular purpose that goes behind each post, or you just post stuff as it comes up in your head?
I just post stuff as it comes up in my head. Okay. Sometimes I'll do purposeful, like I'll do like stuff, videos with a purpose, but like not all the time. But I handle the trolls and, you know, all the bullying and the negative, because I just always remember everybody is behind a phone. You know what I mean? Like even fake pages, you're behind a phone. You would never, ever say this to me in person. Right. You don't know me. I don't know you. But you can hide behind a profile. You can be whatever you want on social media. Social media is a different world. And so it's like a whole nother world. It's become a fantasy land where you can appear to be rich on social media and be poor. You can appear to be the bravest person and be a punk. You can appear to be beautiful. That's why we got filters, but you're ugly. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's bad, but it's ugly. Know what you mean. There's ugly people out there. Come on now. So yeah, you know, being real, it's a lot of uglies. So, you know, it's like, but you can be whatever you want. And it's like, that's what always keeps me grounded and sane when I'm reading all of these negative comments and people picking on me and stuff. It's just like, you don't know me, dude. You're behind an account. And like I said, you would never, ever say this to me in person. Mm-hmm. Like even me, I would never roast Wendy Williams in her face.
You never would?
I would. You would.
But
I was trying to, I was trying to be positive.
Yeah, you would. We need to get her a meeting with Wendy Williams. Yeah. We need to get on her show.
I know. But like I don't know how that episode would go because she likes to bring people on her show to embarrass them. Like I've watched a couple of episodes where she's done that. Like she's like the girl Drea. She bought Drea Michelle. She used to be on Basketball Wives. And she bought her there and she's like, so you've been passed around this industry. Like, and Drea's like, what? Wow. Yeah, like she does that. She does it. But she know who to play with. Uh-huh. She knows. She had, because she didn't do that to Cardi B. She didn't do that to like a couple people that didn't come, that came to our show. Yeah. She knows when to overstep the boundaries. And that's why I was so happy when I was doing Wild 'N Out. She was a guest and she came and girl, I lit her ass up.
In front of her?
Oh, yes. On the show. So that's why I said, but I didn't want to bring that up because I was trying to be positive. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, I'll roast people in their face. But the trolls, they would never do that, you know, because it's different. It's different.
What's a troll, by the way?
People that like constantly pick on you, like on the internet. It's like, it's trolling. It's like, okay, like 50 Cent is a troll. Okay. The way he picks on these people. I love it. But he needs to stop.
He'd lose followers if he stopped.
I know. Yeah. That's like the way of the world. If you're the meaner you are, the more followers you get. It's like, what?
Jess, I have a thought that just came to me. I'm wondering, you know, we've seen a lot of brilliant comedians that we find out after the fact they were suffering from depression. Yeah. And that seems to be a recurring theme with comedians. Yeah. So in your life, do you have low moments or do you have tools that you use or things that you do to pick yourself up, or do you battle with that at all ever?
I like to smoke weed. I just wanted to put that out there.
It's legal in California. You're fine. Yes, you're not getting arrested out of the studio.
So I smoke a lot of weed. Okay. That's really what keeps me sane. Honestly, that's not even me being funny or anything. Yeah. That's what I do. I will like burn my sage in my house and then go light up a blunt and then come in the house and watch Chappelle's Show and Modern Family. And that keeps me sane. Honestly, prayer as well. Yeah, because that's what I'm supposed to say. Sorry.
You just answered my question as to how your son is so positive. So he's smoking with you, or?
Yes, actually. It's like, no, we got him a little vape pen. No, I'm playing. No. But like, even being out here, in California, because I've only been out here for 2 months, I don't really get down about too much, except for being away from my son. That's it.
Oh, he's not here.
No. And that's why every chance I get, I fly home or I bring him out here. Yeah. But he's still in school in Baltimore, so it gets very, very hard. Like, that's the only thing I get down about. I don't get down about anything else. Not trolls, not being like bullied on the internet, not even the 16-hour days at work. None of that. Nothing gets me down at all. But being away from Ashton, like, that's it. And then he doesn't even like to talk to me on the phone. It's horrible. It is. He doesn't like to talk to me on the phone. So that actually makes me cry. That's the only thing I cry about is my son.
What was life like 6 years ago without him? Like, were you...
Great. Great. It was wonderful. I know, I'm kidding. No, before I had my son, I was a horrible person. Yes, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, that's a reason why my mother sent me to the school in Pennsylvania. I was a rebellious teenager. I had been locked up. I was in jail. I was just rebellious, sneaking out. I stole my mother's car, crashed it, and then she was like, "Okay, all right, you're moving to Pennsylvania," and then you would take me from the hood, where I was rebellious, and then put me in an all-white school where I now do drugs. Yay! You know what I'm saying? Because all the white kids, they do drugs. So I'm like, all right, let me see what this is like. And then I improved my behavior there, but I got on drugs. So it was like, all right, okay, cool. This is different. Now I'm just not in the hood being bad. I'm around the white people being bad, but it's like a different type of bad. And I like this bad. And because I don't go to jail. Of course, I'm not going to jail. And then I didn't see people die. So that's good. Because I'm from the hood where, it's like people get killed and stuff. Like, I've seen, like people get shot like right in front of me and stuff. And that doesn't happen. It didn't happen in Pennsylvania. But it was still like a form of, like rebellion, rebels there. Like, it's rebels everywhere. It's just how you do it. It's different. It's different. But 6 years, that's why I'm glad I had my son. He calmed me down in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? Like, I still smoke weed, but I don't do shrooms anymore, although I would love to. And I don't take pills anymore. Like, all of that stuff. Like, I went through like all of that stuff, and I don't do it anymore. Like, I have a son to live for. I have a career now, and I never expected to be here 6 years ago on a Fox sitcom and a mom, and even I'm being interviewed right now. Like, that, all of that, I've come a long way, so yeah, I'm glad that I had my son. But 6 years ago, girl, I was a mess.
You would never know.
Yeah, thank you.
Seriously.
Thank you.
Jess, to your credit, one of the things that makes you charming and attractive is that you're real, and that you can just talk about your life, and you have themes that are relatable. And sometimes I think in our lives, what we think is dysfunction is not so much abnormal, right? No. We all have our stuff. So if you can just say it and be authentic, we had a whole podcast on being our authentic self, right? To be truly healthy. And I think your comedy and your life and just the way you present yourself, you're very much that way. To your credit, it's awesome.
Thank you. I am. I love to. Everybody is always so scared to, talk about what they've been through, and you just always. Everybody's thing is, I have to look the part, or I have to hold up to a certain image, but I feel like it's okay. It's okay to let people know you were depressed before, you've been through this, and you tried this, and you were, You know, like it's okay. It's okay because that's why people are scared to be themselves, or scared to like even like in the gay community. It's a lot of people that are scared to come out. It's a lot of people that are just scared to be themselves because everybody has to wear a mask all the time.
Right.
And I'm never that way. I was never that way. Sometimes I'll make videos without my wig and I ain't got no edges. And I don't even care. But sometimes these wigs get high, girl. I want to take it off right now. Like, for real. Like,
just like I want to take my sweater off.
Yeah,
Well, both of you. 1, 2, 3.
Right.
I mean, let's make this awesome.
George's getting all excited here. That's good stuff, man.
But that's I think that's a big part of why my following is so big as well, because I'm just not scared to be who I am. I'm not scared to show people where I came from. And because how can y'all be happy for me genuinely if y'all didn't know that I struggled before and now I'm here? You know what I'm saying? It's just like you can't really say, oh, I'm proud of her. Oh, she's come a long way. She is good. And if you didn't know that I've been in jail before, I just been through a lot. So like, if you didn't know that, it's like, how can you say you know Jess, or how can you relate to me in any type of way? How can you even like have a high level of respect for me because I could just be another person who just was given this. No, I had to work for everything that I had. Like a lot of people think that I just got put on the Rel show because of my following. Hell no. I auditioned and I didn't even get the part at first. Somebody else got the part. And then she sucked that table read. Sorry. And
you just lost a follower.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. Yeah, she soars low. Like, no. Hope she's not listening. But then he called me back and then I had to re-audition again. And I got it. Like, Rel didn't just pick me because I had 4 million followers. That's not it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't want anybody to think I don't work hard. Like, I work hard all the time. So, yeah.
You know, I have a friend, Hector, in New York City. He was in jail a few times.
Yeah.
And he's also a personal trainer. He ended up starting a company. I should put you guys in touch because he has all of these former people who were incarcerated as well, working for him in his company to train people to get fit. And it's so cool. I mean,
and see, like, look where he came from. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't make us bad people,
right?
Because we went through those things. We just, you get caught up in stuff. You make mistakes, and then my mom always say, if you do it more than twice, it's not a mistake. Right. No, you're right, but it still doesn't make you a bad person. You do things and you learn and you grow from it. So I'm proud of him. You know what I mean? Like, and you can genuinely be proud of him because you know where he came from. It's like, damn, I never saw you turn your life around like that. But you did. And now you own your own company.
That's right.
That's beautiful to me.
Yeah.
I actually think that people that have been through the most and have been on the other side of that now, they're actually much more admirable than people that have never been through it. You know? And I think that most of us feel that way. We love the underdog story. We like somebody that shouldn't have succeeded, that made mistakes, but they overcome and then they became. That inspires the world. That's just your life can do more for people if you've been through stuff and overcome and become. That's powerful for everybody in your sphere of influence. So God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So where could people find you? Because obviously you need more followers.
Yes. I think I need to get because I've been losing them. So I'm on Instagram, Jess Hilarious _official. I'm not gonna spell it. Twitter, Jess _hilarious. Snapchat, Jess _hilarious. And Facebook, Cammy, just Jess Hilarious. That's right. I know. I do not run any of my life. He does. My whole social media thing. I don't run any of my life.
Oh, That's so great.
That's why I'm so cool. So yeah, yep, Jess Hilarious everywhere. You'll find me.
You were awesome. And now that you're in LA, George and I can come see you perform. So let us know.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Listen, I got shows coming up. Since you're from the East Coast, if you're going to be there, October 26th, that's on a Friday, I will be performing at MGM Casino in DC. It's in the DMV area. It's amazing because it's a big thing. And I haven't been on a stage this big since I opened up for Martin Lawrence. So I'm excited to perform at MGM Casino. It's a big auditorium.
Thousands and thousands of people.
And then the next day...
You better be funny that day.
I know, girl. And then the next day, I'll be, which is October 27th, Saturday, I will be performing in Atlantic City, New Jersey at the Borgata Music Box. That's another casino. Girl, I'm on the money.
Dang. You go.
Yes.
You got a whole future ahead of you.
Thank you.
Well, I just want to say congratulations for your success and thanks for being on this show.
I appreciate y'all having me.
I'm a new big fan.
Thank you. Bring me back. Next time I won't be so hoarse and I'll have better positive advice.
No,
George likes horses, so it's okay that you're hoarse. I'm just kidding. That was a funny joke. See, I'm funny too. And I'm white. I'm just kidding. Anyway, thank you.
Some white funny people. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
I appreciate y'all.
I want you all to tune in to our next podcast, which is going to include Dave Sanderson. He survived Flight 1549, and he's going to talk about post-traumatic growth. So we're getting away from PTSD and talking about how from growing all of our experiences, as you have learned from this past podcast with Jess Hilarious, how we can take a negative experience and turn it into a positive experience. So thank you all for listening and for watching. And again, Jess, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. This has been Fit Because, hosted by Jennifer Zerling
and George Veater. Be sure to follow us on social media at Fit Because Show on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
And for past episodes, be sure to visit our website at fitbecause.com.
Also, please subscribe to our show on iTunes and be sure to rate and comment. You may always request topics for our subsequent episodes.
And if you love this episode, please share it with someone you love so that we can continue spreading our mission to help people be fit.
Until next time, take care of yourself and know that your future is
Fit Because.